As Monsoon Awareness Week continues, today we'll talk about dust storms, not the springtime dust storms that ramp up slowly, but thunderstorm-induced dust storms. Like in the picture there, it looks like a tidal wave of dust, and they come up suddenly. According to the Glossary of Meteorology put out by the American Meteorological Society, a haboob is a strong wind and sand or dust storm in the Middle East, but they also occur in the desert southwest, especially early in monsoon season when the moisture levels are not that high yet, and definitely during periods of drought. Most haboobs result from thunderstorm outflows. A few of them can be along cold fronts moving down the southern plain states during drought years, and those are also impressive. But we're going to concentrate on the thunderstorm events. The impacts are obvious. When you have winds stronger than 50 miles per hour, you might have wind damage. But in addition to that, visibility can drop to near zero very quickly, and that's extremely hazardous to motorists. Also, it's very unhealthful if you're working outdoors and suddenly you're breathing in large quantities of dust. The motorists seem to be the most common victims, so we're going to go over what to do and what not to do if you're on the highway. First of all, if you're driving, you're usually going to see this tidal wave of dust in the distance, so pull off the road, not on the shoulder, totally off the road. And stop and put your car in park and turn off your lights. We'll tell you why later. If you cannot pull off, well, definitely slow down and turn on your headlights, and then you want to pull off when you get a chance. Be looking for that opportunity to pull off the road. And here's what not to do. Now, it's pretty much the same as what we just discussed, but the opposite. Do not enter the dust storm area if you can avoid it. Never stop on the traveled portion. You're asking for trouble. Someone's going to ram you from the rear. And don't leave your lights on when you've successfully pulled off the road and parked, because motorists on the road are trying their hardest to find where the road is with that kind of visibility. They may think you are on the highway because your lights are on, and they'll plow right into you. That would be very, very unfortunate. Here's an example of what can happen when you're driving too fast in the travel lane or stopped in the travel lane. Put that combination together, and several vehicles here involved, 7 fatalities. You don't want to become a highway tragedy. So these thunderstorm-induced dust storms require your attention, and it's unfortunate for those traveling across the desert southwest from, let's say, the deep south, where they just don't have dust storms and they're not sure what to do. But you are accountable. You now know what to do if you see a dust storm early in the monsoon season in the distance. Tomorrow, the topic will be heat stress. And remember, heat is the #1 weather-related killer. If you're talking about anything, storms or blue skies or whatever, heat in an average year will kill more people than any other weather phenomena. So make sure you're watching tomorrow.